so I'm practicing some whistle recalls with my Jack Russell. She knows that 3 toots means to come back. If she touches base before I blow my whistle, I'm going to release her with her OK word, just so that I'm rewarding her with the environment. She feels like she's onto a good thing by touching base. So this can be the biggest problem with recalls. Okay, so she's there. I'm just going to call her before she goes any further. Good girlie. Good. Nice job. Well done. Did you catch it? Good girl. I'm going to release her once she's got that. Okay. So it's quite thrilling for her to be let loose into the environment. So I like to use OK as quite a fun release cue to something that some dogs think they get for free, which is the environment when they're off lead. So I'm going to wait for her to get a little bit further away before I call her again. So things you can think about is, what distance do you know you're going to be successful in your dog returning to you when you give them their recall cue. So since I'm practicing the 3 toot whistle cue, I'm going to only be using that. Sometimes my dog will touch base when I haven't called her, and I think that's a really good thing that any dog should do, touch base with the handler. However, I don't want her to think that she can just come back, get a treat and wander off again, because that's her self-reinforcing, just wandering off into the environment without me releasing her into the environment. So I like when she touches base, I'm going to give my release cue sometimes. Very occasionally, bags and bags of praise, and very occasionally a treat. But I'd rather treat her when she comes back when I ask her. There she goes. Let's see if we won't get her back now. She just started chasing. Ah, here we go. Good girl. That was perfect. Oh, what a kid. So I'm going to pay her a little bit more than just the one. I'm going to make it well worth her while. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm going to throw one. Good girl. So she gets a bit of a chase as well when she gets all the way back. What a rock star. Free. Good girl. Watch. Okay. And then off she goes again. She gets released to what she was just doing by choice. Good girlie. Well done. Good girl. Let's get you a sweetie. Good girl. Good girlie. Well done. Good girl. You can have one in a second. Good girl. The idea is, in this particular session, is that I call my dog when I know I'm going to be successful. So she's about 20 metres up there. Okay, so she's come back to touch base. Good girl. So I'm going to give her a good girl. Not going to pay her with food every time. Just let her to get a little bit further away. And this is the problem with most recalls. Most people are paid to the mouth. And they won't reward their dog with the environment. So I can't see. Oh, there she is. Good girlie. If she comes back again, before I blow my whistle, I shall give her an OK. So what we can do for a little experiment is, when we know we're going to be successful, we could call our dog back on your recall cue. This is after you've practiced time over and perhaps delivered food in the early days of learning the initial verbal cue or whistle cue. Call your dog when you know you're going to be successful, so when they're close by, and reward them with an OK. And then see if they come back extra fast the second time, because you didn't pay last time. They might think they're in with a chance. So here goes. Girlie. Well done. Okay. So I'm hoping she'll come back more like a bullet next time. Get some food. Here she comes. What a kid. Well done. That was a rocket recall, wasn't it? She turned on a sixpence then, didn't you? What a kid. Well done, mate. Catch. Good girlie. Catch. Catch. Good girl. Catch. Okay, so I gave her a bit of a jackpot then, because I'd say she came back slightly faster than the time before. Very good. So keep your reinforcement intermittent, and then when they do come back and get a treat, that will be a surprise, and they won't know when the next one's coming. Having worked with many a dog, often with behavioural problems, or rather problems that somebody perceives as a problem, which is usually just ordinary dog behaviour, and often even with a really well trained dog, people might have problems with recall. However, in my experience, one of the biggest mistakes people make when their dog is a puppy is to allow the dog off the lead but not use it as a reinforcer for doing something that they want. In other words, sit, okay, and then the dog gets released, or the puppy gets released into the environment. It's not there for free. So it's not a chore to come back, because they know they're going to be rewarded with the environment. So I do believe that often the okay release cue is underestimated. Watch. Okay. Good girl, off you go. Good girlie. Okay, so it is underestimated, and also because it's not a visible behaviour or a specific behaviour, it is literally a release from what the dog has been asked to do. People don't tend to practice it enough because it's not that specific, so probably people don't know how to practice that. But I do put it in all my puppy classes. And I think it's well worth using your OK release cue to all the good things in life that perhaps your dog does for free or chooses to do on a daily basis, such as going in the back garden, going in the front garden, being released off the lead, and having dinner, and so on. So I do think it's worth bearing in mind. I'm going to call her again. She's right over there. That was a bit of a naff whistle blow, but here we go. Very good girlies. Try not to fiddle in your pockets before they get back. Nice job. Catch. Whoa, what a catch. Let's try again. Let's get it done properly. Ready? Catch. Oh, good girl. Did you catch it? Catch. Oh, good catch. Okay, so my Jack Russell has just disappeared. I'm going to call my whistle because I can hear a pheasant. Just get my whistle out and see if we can get her back on my 3 toots in the presence of the pheasant distractor. I have no clue where she is. Ah, well done. Look at you, so clever. What a good girlie. Well done. Well done. Good girl. I'm going to throw this one free. Good girlie. Well done. Well, I'm very blessed that you came straight back and you hadn't gone too far. I didn't think she'd gone very far. It's just the bushes were in the way, so I didn't know which direction she was. So that was pretty good, because the pheasants are very tempting. They've only all just been let out, it seems, because apparently it's shooting season. So I'm quite impressed with that, because that is a very tempting sound for her. So I feel we've done a good job today in the woods. Okay, so they've just taken off after a squirrel, all 3 of them. There she goes. Oh, good girlie! Susie girl! Cheeky monkey. Good boy, Biggles. Susie! So this is a bit more difficult. Oh, brilliant! Well done. A little bit roundabout. Ready? Free. Whoosh! So there just happened to be a log there, which made it a little bit more thrilling to go and chase something. Free. Good girlie. Whoosh! Okay. So I'll let her go to what was exciting then, which was the squirrel, and he's long gone. He's up in a tree, so that's fine. I don't want you to think I would release my dog to a squirrel. However, they did all take off at the same time. I didn't have my phone out, but you can see the oldies a little bit puffed, aren't you? Yes, indeed. It was fun though, wasn't it? Okay, good girlie. Nice and calm now.